Some industries just feel timeless, almost permanent. Real estate is definitely one of them. It's the business of putting a roof over our heads. But right now, that stability is being shaken up by a wild combination of artificial intelligence and, get this, the largest wealth transfer in human history. And the whole story? It all starts with a very strange answer to a very simple question. Can you imagine being a loan officer and hearing that? It's a baffling statement for sure. But it was the real answer to a modern-day puzzle that kicked off when a client just wanted to buy a new home. Okay, so here's the first piece of the puzzle. A $1.5 million dream property. The client had the down payment all ready to go, the only thing standing in the way, proving they had the income to back the loan. Simple enough, right? So the agent follows the playbook. They collect the client's official tax returns, both personal and for the business, and they send them off to be analyzed. The problem was what that analysis found. Nothing. Zilch. According to all the official paperwork, the client had zero taxable income. He was the super successful business owner who, on paper, wrote everything off. So in the old system, this deal was dead in the water. But the agent had this gut feeling that there was more to the story. So they asked for one more thing, the last 12 months of bank statements. They wanted to dig past the tax code and see the raw cash flow of the business. And boom, there it was, $320,000 a month. This one case, it just perfectly captures this huge disconnect. The old ways we used to measure wealth, they're breaking down, and it's forcing the entire industry to figure things out fast. And this story, it's not some weird outlier. It's really a symptom of these new, super complex client profiles that are popping up and challenging the entire real estate world. Now, to really understand why this is happening, we've got to zoom out from just this one client to an entire generation. What we're seeing is the greatest transfer of money in human history. It's happening right now, and it's completely reshaping the luxury market. $46 trillion. Just let that number sink in for a second. That's how much wealth millennials are on track to inherit. And this isn't just about more money. It's about money being held by people who have a fundamentally different set of values and expectations. See, this new generation is totally redefining what luxury even means. They don't want some giant McMansion. They want a meaningful space that says something about who they are. Sustainability is the new status symbol, and they're looking for homes designed to actually improve their well-being, homes that heal you, not just shelter you. So, how does an entire industry respond to all this new complexity? Well, it's not by trying to replace humans with tech. It's by creating a really powerful partnership. This is where the idea of the bionic agent comes in, where AI actually makes human expertise even better. Think about it like this. AI can model the entire market in real time, spotting trends way before anyone else. But it's the human agent who senses a client's unspoken wish, that quiet search for the perfect lakefront property that no amount of data could ever uncover. Or how about this? The AI can build an incredibly detailed client profile, mapping out emotional triggers and what they want their legacy to be. But only a human, sitting across from them, can hear the tiny hesitation in their voice or sense the dreams that they aren't quite saying out loud. The difference is so clear here. Yeah, AI can automate the whole process, it can send out anniversary gifts like clockwork, but it's the human who remembers the journey, who preserves that memory, and makes sure that gratitude is genuinely felt. That's what turns a transaction into a lifelong relationship. Because that's really the heart of it all, isn't it? For all of its incredible power to crunch data and automate tasks, there is one thing that artificial intelligence just can't do. It cannot create a truly human memory. This is where this amazing idea of champagne moments comes into play. These are the small, thoughtful, often pretty low-cost things you can do that create an unforgettable emotional connection. They are the secret sauce that turns a customer who's just satisfied into someone who is truly loyal. And this quote just nails it. Satisfaction is transactional, right? It's about meeting expectations. But loyalty is emotional. It's built by going above and beyond in a way that creates a real bond, one that lasts way beyond the closing date. Let me give you a real-world example. An agent was working with a single mom who was going through a really tough time. After they finally cleared a huge, stressful hurdle in the process, the agent sent her a simple $80 bouquet of flowers. The client's response was just overwhelming. She said it was only the second time in her entire life that someone had sent her flowers. That one small gesture created this incredibly powerful, unforgettable moment of feeling seen and cared for. And that's something no automated system could ever do. So what does this all mean for the future? Well, it's not about humans versus machines. The future belongs to the people who can master the art of human curation, using technology as a tool to make what's irreplaceable about us even stronger. And this brings us to a whole new way of thinking. We let AI do what it does best, sift through mountains of data, all the noise. And that frees up us humans to do what we do best, find the signal, understand the real context, and build genuine trust. The result of this is so clear. As our world gets more and more flooded with information, with deepfakes, with automated noise, the value of a trusted human guide doesn't go down, it skyrockets. Trust becomes the most valuable currency there is. Which really brings us to the final thought I want you to take away from this. In your own job, in your own life, what is that uniquely human touch? What's your $80 bouquet? The thing that technology can never, ever replicate.